in terms of the business aspect, the market itself, it's over there.
I feel it's something Burna Boy needs to work on, because I remember I saw
approach. Yeah,
there was a time I saw a video. He was having this interview, his father, his mom, and himself, and at a point he just walked out on all of them. For me, I feel he has this attitude problem that he really needs to work on. He's a good artist, he sings well and all of that, but please, there is the place of diplomacy, there is the place of, I mean, just, I know there are certain things I know, but I wouldn't say them, because I just feel that, I mean, let me bruise your ego a little and let's all be fine. Not bruise your ego, let me massage your ego a little and let everybody be fine.
But
you don't have to say everything.
Just like Perpetual has rightly said, I do not know about every other part, but I feel like there's this thing with man of approach, right? We understand that your markets your music market is not in Nigeria, but then there are ways to put it. But okay, let's just
how many Nigerians stream? How many Nigerians?
Hold on. My point is, let's assume
majority download. There's a difference.
Let's assume that that's really what it is. But then there's difference between shut up and keep quiet. But they are still the same thing. But someone would rather take keep quiet than take shut up. But then you're still communicating. Don't talk. It's still the same thing, but someone would rather prefer you tell him keep quiet and tell him shut up. So those are the two things. The Nigerian factor, trust me, in music worldwide, you can't take away the Nigerian factor.
No one is disputing.
But the way he puts it, that's the point.
Again, it comes across as being offensive
because it was.
Well, that's not really true, really. As I said earlier, if you put it into context, it's about the business aspect of things, the commercial aspect. How many Nigerians stream music or stream songs, as it were? Majority download from those sites, you know them, and we just, meanwhile, these artists, in terms of streaming, they make money when you stream rather than when you download. So again, you can look at back and forth and you'd realize that, to be honest, 90%, especially since they've crossed over, majority of them spend, you know, the bulk of the year over there, and they have their concerts there. Most of them just come for Christmas time or, you know, December period. That kind of concerts.
We have the next topic,
but you can't compare it to the numerous ones internationally.
Thank you so much. All right, now, next actor, William Uchemba, has given a little push gift for his wife after the arrival of their first child. On Sunday, February 13, the entertainer and his wife, Punella, welcomed their first child, Chikamara Isabella Uchemba. Now, taking to his Instagram page to announce the news, the overwhelmed New Dad shared a video in which he recounted the pregnancy journey, while he also expressed affection for the newest addition of the family. 2 days after, the film star surprised his wife with a pushed gift, a brand new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 4MATIC. I'll take that again, a brand new Mercedes-Benz. No, just in case they didn't hear. A brand new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 300 4MATIC black color, just for ads, for making his dream of becoming a dad a reality. Uchemba wrote in quote, "A little push gift for all the stress you went through this past 9 months trying to bring at Kamara Uchemba into the world. From the sleepless nights to the back pains and how standing up became your favorite sleeping position. Thank you for making me a father." Oh my goodness, I'm emotional already. But then, thank you for making me a father to the most beautiful baby I've set my eyes on. You are indeed a superwoman, and your strength can be matched. Absolutely. I love you. A big shout out to all the awaiting mothers and mothers out there. You guys are the real MVP. And that's a good place to end the quote, where he actually ended the quote. And I'm thinking, pushed gifts, you call that a little push gift. But Perpetual, really, is it the back pain, sleepless nights? Some people say they lose their hair, sometimes they lose their teeth. I'm wondering, is it true, please?
Okay, I think different strokes for different people, basically. For me, my first 3 months were, oh gosh.
They call it the trimester, right?
The first trimester was terrible for me. I was even placed on bed rest. I had subchorionic hematoma, and I was placed, well, I was bleeding. Yes, I was spotting, basically. And then I was placed on bed rest. And at some point, I was crying because I had to call my mom. Like, Mom, you didn't tell me this is how it is. I mean, everybody keeps saying, get pregnant, but you never told me it was this stressful. I mean, it was stressful for the first 3 months. But I was lucky. The second and third trimester were perfect. Most of those, the back pain and all of that, they come in by the 3rd trimester. A lot of other things are coming by the 2nd and 3rd trimester, but I was lucky. I think the only thing I felt during the 2nd trimester was heartburn, and so I stopped taking beans because of that, because anytime I took beans then I would have heartburn, so I stopped that. But basically it was just the 1st trimester that I was in fact I was just on sick bed. I was on bed rest.
And I hear that's the most delicate part.
It's the most delicate part, and to a very large extent, especially if you're even using HMOs. Some HMOs will not even register you for antenatal because they believe that the first I think the first 8 to 12 weeks, anything can happen. So they're like, anything can happen. You can't start your antenatal now until after that period we're sure that this pregnancy has come to stay.
All right, let's go straight to the topic of the day, because I was carried away with all the symptoms attached to pregnancy. But then William Suchimba, you know him as a funny figure on Instagram, social media, an actor too. And then that push gifts, is that really little? I think he did well. He did really well.
It did really well, but it's little when you take it into context of the agony, the labor, the pain, you know, that experience that women go through during the course of 9 months. Nothing can quantify it. So in terms of a commensurate measure of the, you know, experience to the gift, definitely it is little. As I said, nothing can quantify it. But you should also understand that it's coming from an appreciative mindset, and that's what is commendable in this, you know, context. Overall, see, it's just beautiful when there's a new life, a new addition to the
Do you
family.
understand?
I'm not yet a father, but I've been with several fathers and mothers, and I've taken care of. And I've taken care of, you know, babies, infants, and I know how people feel around them, especially the parents. So you can just feel you can easily tell he's excited about it, and he understands what he means when he says the back pains, you know, standing your favorite sleeping position.
Imagine.
Because they live together. I'm sure you probably had several vigils, you know, just trying to ensure
and doing all of that.
And you have to give credit to various, to all the women out there, because as she said, different strokes for different folks. Certain people have it relatively easy. For some, from the 1st month till the 9th month, they are literally hospitalized.
I'm praying to God right now.
And you know,
I need to have it easy.
so many things, health conditions, you know, hormonal imbalance. There's so many issues to it. Really, it's quite complicated, and that's why we say it all the time that women are amazing. They are stronger than they themselves know, or societal, you know, dictates, you know, prove to them. They are probably the strongest gender I know.
Now, talking about this, that's why I always like to say it. I think I'll say this now, because in situations where people try to, there's this adage I do not like. I've always not liked it. The adage that, is it a quote, what a man can do, a woman can do better. I do not like that. You know why? Because I feel like if I am a woman, I am trying to do what a man can do better. That makes me, I'm diminishing my worth. I am created to do what a man cannot do. That is why I'm a woman. So if I'm trying to do what a man can do better, that means I'm living what I'm supposed to do, and I'm trying to do what a man can do. So as a woman out there, your strength is doing what you can do better, and not to rub shoulders with anybody. You don't even know how strong you are. That's why you're trying to do what a man can do better. You are made to do what a man cannot do. That is why a woman cannot give birth, but you can give birth. Then why are you trying to do what a man can do? Come on now. Another next story says it's been 4 years since Marvel thrilled film lovers with the fictional Wakanda nation and the beloved Black Panther. To commemorate the film's anniversary, actress Lupita Nyong'o recently took to Instagram with a photo from the set of the ongoing production of Black Panther sequel Wakanda Forever. The photo featuring fellow cast members Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, Angela Bassett, and Danny Sapani was captioned, "Greetings from Wakanda, happy 4th anniversary to #Black Panther," end of quote. Now, recall that Principal Photography paused Black back in 2021 with reports confirming that it was to allow lead star Letitia Wright recover from serious injuries sustained while filming. Production was slated to resume in January ahead of its November 2022 theatrical release. Going by the new photos, the actress is back on her feet and ready to get back to playing Shuri, the tech-savvy sister of King T'Challa, starring deceased actor Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. Now, Black Panther follows the story of the Marvel superhero in the fictional Wakanda nation. Talking about Black Panther, I just miss Chadwick Boseman. I just wish he was still alive, he was still here, or he could, yeah, or probably he didn't have to die. You know, that feeling, you know, there's no Black Panther. I don't think there will be any kind of Black Panther without him in the picture.
Well, yes, yes, because it definitely played the role so well. It's a bit personal to me as well because it's one of the researches I carried on for my master's, thesis. But for all of these, it just shows you the impact of the movie itself on not just the black race or the Afrofuturistic movement, but as a whole on, the film industry. And that's what I think the sequel should also do in terms of cementing the legacy that it has established from the very first one. For Chadwick, we'll keep remembering him. We'll keep, Wakanda forever and all of that. But the storyline is great. It's not just about trying to correct ills about the blacks. It's also about that imaginative future wherein the blacks can also have their own place at the table in the world of tech and what have you. So as I said, it has a great impact in pushing the Afrofuturistic movement and genre, literary genre now going forward. And I think let's see what the sequel does really well. It's a good one.
Okay, I think for me, I would just say here said about everything I want to say. That was a phenomenal one. And talking about the futuristic stuff, I think that's a very good one. And I want to believe that Africa is actually learning from that movie, really, to develop, those things, especially tech. And it's a good one. Tech is really, we're doing well in terms of technology. We're really pushing hard. And I hope that we'll do very, very, very much more. That's what I wanted to say. So I hope that we'll do much more. Away from that, let me say that I had my sentiment. When the movie came out, the buzz was everywhere. So I saw it. I felt it. Wow. Then 1 year down the line, I watched it again and I was like, okay, why is the wow? I didn't find the wow anymore.
That was.
I didn't see it after 1 year. I watched it again.
That's half sentiment.
Yeah.
That's my sentiment. I was like, why were we shouting? What was it? Was this what I was shouting about a year ago? I didn't feel it at that point. But of course, it doesn't take away the fact that it's a masterpiece and it will continue to be one.
For the want of time, we may not have enough time to take something's reaction because I know something has a reaction to that.
Well, not really, not really.
2 seconds, something.
I watched it over 20 times. I said I had to
and
work
you still
on
had
it.
that buzz?
Definitely,
you still had that feeling?
because I was working on it for my master's dissertation. So at virtually every scene, I needed to rewatch like 3-4 times to take everything in, not just what was said, but also the scenery, among other things. And it was amazing.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Samson, for that, for taking more than 2 seconds for. All right, thank you so much for joining us today on iBrand Daybreak.